Well, I got two more Major League Baseball winners for you on Thursday evening, and it is April the 17th. And I say two more winners because the last 2 days we went 4-0 with our Major League Baseball free picks. As yesterday we had the San Francisco Giants plus 124 and the New York Yankees minus 146. Tuesday we had the Braves and the Jays under 7.5 and Texas minus 120. So let's keep it rolling, folks. And before I get to the first game, which will be the Yankees and the Rays, friendly reminder, folks, if you kindly hit that like button as just a small token of your appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put in to bring you a quality free pick video each and every day. And also, if you have not subscribed to WagerTalk TV, just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the page, and you'll be set to go. And best of all, folks, costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel, and you'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here at WagerTalk TV. In addition, hit that alert notification bell for WagerTalk TV as well, and you'll be notified upon any of our great content going up on our great channel. All right, so the Yankees will start Will Warren on the mound tonight, while the Tampa Bay Rays are slated to go with Taj Bradley, 7:05 p.m. first pitch. And no more indoors at Tropicana Field, as this year they're playing at George Steinbrenner Stadium in Tampa Bay. Ironically enough, that's the spring training home of the New York Yankees. So the Yankees certainly will be familiar with the surroundings. And I'm going to look at the first 5 inning money line in this game. Tampa Bay is currently minus 120 on the money line. And Taj Bradley, good reason why. Two home starts this year, a 2.25 ERA, a 1.00 whip, 7-1 strikeout to walk ratio in 12 innings pitched. Bradley also two career starts against the Yankees. Both came last year, an 0.69 ERA and 0.69 whip in 13 innings pitched in those two outings. So he dominated the Yankees on both occasions. You know, the Yankees started out like a house on fire in terms of offensive production, but again, they're still continue to hit home runs, but they're not doing much of anything else beside that, because the Yankees have scored 4 runs or fewer in their last four in 9 of their last 10 games. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, offensively has got red hot over their last 7 games, averaging 5.4 runs per outing. Also with a 283 team batting average and 347 team on base percentage and 11 home runs over those previous 7 games. Will Warren, a lofty 5.14 ERA in 3 starts this year. And you might ask, why am I going with a 5-inning wager and not the full game? Well, good question. Basically, it's because I don't trust Tampa Bay's bullpen to the extent they've given up 13 home runs in 58 and 2/3 innings pitched this season, and that includes 9 home runs in 25 innings pitched in their last 7 games. And the New York Yankees, Yankees, as I alluded to, even with their struggles in scoring runs of late, they still have hit 33 home runs in 18 games this year. So they could expose that Tampa Bay bullpen when they're called upon, which, you know, these days, yet very rarely you'll get a complete game outing. And I go out on a limb and say, Taj Bradley, you're going to get 6, possibly 7 innings out of him tonight, and that's going to leave the door open for the powerful Yankees lineup against that Tampa Bay bullpen, which has been vulnerable to allowing the long ball this year. Also, the Yankees bullpen, by the way, a 1.64 ERA in their last 6 games. So that's the reason why I'm just going with a first 5-inning money line wager on the Tampa Bay Rays minus 120 over the New York Yankees. That's Tampa Bay minus 120 as a first 5-inning wager over the New York Yankees. Before I get to my next game, which is the Cardinals and the Mets, just a couple friendly notes here, folks. The NBA playoffs are upon us. I had an easy winner last night on a first half total, as I had the Dallas-Sacramento game to go over 110 in the first half. They went to 119. And so that makes me, since 2022 in the NBA playoffs, I am now 115 and 77, 60% with a net profit of plus 12,255 units based on $100 bet per unit. And that's according to our grading system and is documented and verified by WagerTalk. So, again, folks, you could get the rest of my NBA postseason for just $195. And here's the caveat: we'll give you 2 free weeks of Major League Baseball when you sign up for the NBA. If you don't want Major League Baseball, that's fine, folks, because you'll get more than your money's worth in the NBA postseason right through the finals for 195. So take advantage of that. Also, across the board, including myself, all handicappers at Wager Talk, right now you can get an all-access 7-day pass for just $77. That's just $11 a day. That includes all sports, folks. $77 for 7 days. Again, you could find me at my personal link at wagertalk.com at wt.buzz/RB. That's wt.buzz/RB. All right, let's get to the next game, and that's the Cardinals with Andre Palante on the mound, and we're also looking at the Mets with Griffin Canning on the mound. So the Mets right now, a minus 135 money line home favorite. The total, you could either get 7.5 or 8 on this game, depending on what sports books you're looking at. Palante, 3 starts this year. He's been very good with a 2.20 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP, 16 in the third innings pitched. The St. Louis bullpen, which will be called upon tonight because Palante is not a guy you could expect to go more than 6 innings, but the bullpen over the last 6 for the Cardinals, 2.50 ERA and 0.89 WHIP. That's getting it done, folks. St. Louis also 6-0 to the under in their last 6 games whenever the total is 7.5 or greater. In those games, average just the combined 4 runs scored per outing. Palante's also pitched 6-0 to the under in his career when facing teams from the NL East. So, and that qualifies because the Mets, they're in the NL East, by the way. Griffin Canning, a decent 4.20 ERA and 1.33 WHIP in 3 starts. Canning has pitched 14-6 to the under in his career as a home favorite of 110 or greater. He's at 135 tonight, so that qualifies. 1 start versus St. Louis last year, and he was very good, meaning Griffin Canning against the Cardinals in that 1 outing last year, allowed just 1 earned run on 5 hits in 6 innings pitched. The Mets 8-1 to the under this year whenever the total's 7.5 or less. So again, that qualifies because right now, if we're looking at the best total as it applies to the under, it's 8. The Mets bullpen at home this year has been lights out. 6 games with the 1.75 ERA and 0.82 WHIP as a staff. They've also struck out 29 hitters and walked only 4 in those 6 home games. Mets offensively, they haven't got it going this season. First of all, they're averaging less than 1 home run per game, hitting .217 as a team, and only a .300 team on base percentage, but they're doing very well, so they're getting great pitching. That's what it equates to. And I'm going to go with the Cardinals and the Mets to go under the total of 8. That's the Cardinals and Mets under the total of 8. 7.5 is still okay, folks. You can go under 7.5 as well. So again, my Major League Baseball free picks for Thursday, the 17th of April, Tampa Bay minus 120 as a first half money line wager over the New York Yankees, the St. Louis Cardinals, and the New York Mets to go under the total of 7.5 or 8. Obviously, if you can get 8, that would be great, but 7.5, we're still okay there. So let's keep it going. 4-0 the last 2 days. Let's make it 6-0. And again, folks, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button below. It's absolutely free to do so. And 195, get you the rest of the NBA playoffs right through the finals, and 2 weeks free of Major League Baseball picks from yours truly. And folks, again, my NBA playoff record since 2022, all documented by WagerTalk, 115 and 77, 60%, and a net profit of 12,255 units. So until the next time, take care and God bless.